Welcome everyone to a new FIFA 22 tactics video on my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm gonna show you one of the best formations for myself that I used the latest weeks. It's the 3-4-1-2 formation. I think the most meta formation at this moment is the 3-5-2. This one is pretty similar to the 3-5-2, but instead of two CDMs you are using two CMs, and especially when you are playing some pressure football, I think that is a big benefit over the 3-5-2 formation. I'm gonna show you this in matches that I played with my ultimate team. These are the players that I was using, and I'm gonna explain all, and I'm gonna show you some examples why I think this formation is so good. But before I begin, I really wanted to ask you to drop a like into the video. It will be really helpful for me and my channel if you will do that. If you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss any new videos that I'm posting. Alright, these players that I'm using, I'm going to show you that Blanc, Kimpembe and Pavard are the ones that I use as the center backs, the three center backs. I'm using Tierney as the left midfielder. I'm using Barella as the right midfielder. I'm going to explain you later why. Kamara and Kante are the central midfielders. Zola is my attacking midfielder, and Chiesa and Mbappe are the strikers. I'm going to show you that here in the formation. This is the game plan. This is the 3-4-1-2 that I am talking about. And here you can see the players. And the most important players, in my opinion, in this formation are the left midfielder and the right midfielder. They are really important because they are defending and attacking both as well. So these are really important, so they need to be back on time when you don't have the ball, and when you have the ball they are going forward. So they are like wingers for you, so they need to be pretty fast, because else it will be taking too long before they are back and before they are going forward. And they need to have lots and lots of stamina, because they are running all the time, and if you don't want them to become really tired really fast, you need players that have high stamina, and also they need high work rates, so high attacking work rates and high defensive work rates. So they are running themselves forward and coming back, of course. Then we have three center backs. It would be nice if they are pretty fast and pretty strong. Then we have two central defensive midfielders. They need to be really defensive, like Kante. Kante, in my opinion, is the best defensive midfielder, and Kamara is a bit similar, especially this edition of his card is a bit similar to Kante, not exactly of course, but yeah, he's a pretty good defensive midfielder. And then we have three men in front, Zola as the attacking midfielder, and two really fast strikers, good shooting, skill moves, pace, and also the weak foot are pretty good for all these three players. So that is really important. All right, then we're going on to let's see the instructions, the tactics first, of course. Let's go to the tactics. Come on. Yes, there they are. What I do is pressure on heavy touch, because when your opponent is playing the ball around and he has a bit of trouble, then your players are going to press, and they are pressing in this formation really good, especially with the players that I'm using. They are all really fast, they are aggressive, and strong players, so that's pretty important in my opinion. We are doing that with a width of 55 and a depth of 50, so it is already a pretty narrow formation. Three center backs, two CDMs, so you only have one player on the left, one player on the right, so we put it a bit wide, so the players are everywhere, more everywhere on the pitch than when you are putting it really small. If I'm playing with four defenders, I like to put the width around 40, but with this formation with three center backs, 55 feels pretty good. The depth, not too deep, but also not too more back. 50 is pretty good, so you are pretty high on the pitch. So if your opponent is losing, or if you are losing the ball, not everybody is going back because of the depth. They need to be in the same possession that where they are at that moment. Then we're going to the offensive style. I choose balanced on the build-up. I also tried fast build-up, but the players are offside many times in my opinion. Maybe I'm not passing the ball on time, of course, but for my feeling balanced is better. And also you don't want your players to run forward all the time. First of all, they are getting tired really fast. You're already playing pressure football, and if you're also doing a fast build-up, they are running forward all the time and they become really tired really fast. So balance is good when there is not a good opportunity to build up fast. Players will make themselves available for passing, and you could build up your attack a bit slower, but you can also build up really fast. I have some examples from good counter attacks, so it's all possible with this. The chance creation is on direct passing. I like that one the most because of my play style. The width is 60, so pretty wide, so there is lots of space between the players to pass the ball around. If you put it too narrow, it will be really hard to pass the ball around, and it's easier for your opponent to get between the players and catch the ball. Players in the box for this formation for me is 4, and corners and free kicks are both 1 bar. Then we go into the instructions. Really important, the 2 center backs, Pavard and Kimpembe, both are on the step up, and all other things are just default. The only thing that I changed is just step up. I know I saw lots of videos on YouTube, people that are playing the 3-5-2, and they are putting Pavard and Kimpembe in this in my formation on overlap, but for me it didn't feel really good. Overlap was a bit too much. Sometimes your players are running forward and these are your center backs, so that's not really the thing that I want from my center backs. So for me they are just staying on default, but the defensive possession is step up. And what this does is when you lose the ball, Kimpembe and Pavard are looking for the strikers or the attackers from your opponent, and they are getting really close to them. So if your opponent is passing the ball to the attacker, Pavard is really close to that attacker, and it's really hard for your opponent to turn around or to pass the ball. 9 out of 10 times the only way that he can go is just going back, so that's pretty good. Blanc is just default, no step up for him because he is the central defender, so for me it feels the best if he is just on default. Then we have Kante and Kamara, the 2 central defensive midfielders. What I do is stay back while attacking and stay on the edge of the box for the cross for both. All other things are just default, so also cover wing. I tried cover center as well, and I do that in lots of other formations, but for this one, cover wing is really amazing because for my feeling, they are just everywhere on the right time, on the good moment. They are taking over possession. If you are selecting a center back and try to get the ball and they're getting some space in your defense, sometimes Kante is going back, sometimes Kamara is going back, sometimes Barella and Tierney are just playing like center backs. It just feels like that they are taking over possession really good, and I'm also going to show you that later in some examples. So no cover center, just cover wing. The only thing that I changed for Barella and Tierney is just come back on the fence. All other things are just default because you're not playing with a right defender and a left defender. You want them to come back. And I also tried with the getting behind, but they were offside lots of times, and they are making runs really early when you have the ball, and sometimes they are not available for a pass. So just balanced was the way to go for me. Then we're going to Zola. What I do is stay forward because you already have Kamara and Kante staying back, so these are pretty good central defensive midfielders. And when you have the ball, you want some people in front of your attack so that you can pass the ball to and set up an attack really quick. If Zola is coming back as well, then you only have Mbappe and Chiesa. For my feeling that was a bit too less, so that's why I put Zola on stay forward, so you have 3 people in front when you have the ball. For Chiesa, only thing I changed is getting behind, and the same for Mbappe, get in behind. These players are really fast, so they are going to make runs, creating space for Zola, creating space for Tierney, for Barella when they are going forward. And yeah, sometimes you can give them a through ball and create really quick, lovely chances. Alright, this is it for the tactics and the formations and stuff and the instructions. Now I'm going to show you some examples from the games that I was playing with this formation. And here we have the first situation. I was losing the ball, and in this situation I want to show you how the defensive is lined up. But here you can see it's pretty good. But 9 out of 10 times I'm selecting Kante or Kamara. Does matter a bit on what side he is attacking. So I'm choosing to defend with one of my central defensive midfielders. And then we have Barella here playing like a right defender. We have Pavard, we have Blanc, we have Kimpembe. And if you're looking at the minimap here, we have Tierney as well. So we have 5 defenders there. To hold up your opponent. And then you also have the 2 central midfielders. I say central defensive midfielders, they are playing like central midfielders of course, but for me they feel more like central defensive midfielders. And as you can see, my opponent can pass the ball around here a bit, but it's really hard to find some space to set up an attack, and he is trying to do that. But yeah, we have some good center backs, and we have the ball, and then you can go for a attack. And here you can see we have 3 people here in front with Chiesa, with Mbappe, and with Zola. They are going to make some runs, and yeah, you can easily pass the ball to them and create a good chance. As you can see here, Kamara is passing the ball to Chiesa. Chiesa going into the box, tricking the opponent, and Mbappe can score a really easy goal. Then another situation here, you can see how my team is lined up when you are attacking. This is Tierney, he has the ball on the left side, trying to find one of the 3 players here in front. Even Kante is here. If you are playing with central defensive midfielders, he would be more like here, or just like Kamara, not even in space. So there would be a really wide gap, and that is why I like this formation over the 3-5-2, because you are playing with central midfielders. They are a bit more forward, and when you lose the ball, it's harder for your opponent because of the pressure football that we are doing to build up his own chance. Also Barella is over there, you can see him, and we are trying to create a chance. The pass was not good, and now you can see what is going on when you lose the ball. With this formation, I must say you can be a bit weak on the counter attack, especially if you have a opponent that is playing really good counter football. So keep that a bit in mind. But as you can see, Barella is also already going back. Kante is going back. I selected Kamara to try to recover the ball over there. Let's see what's happening. Kante, easy ball, and we can set up another attack because of this pressure football. The pass was not really good, and again I'm losing the ball, and what you see now is that Barella is going back. This guy is going back. Well, I have selected Kante myself, so he's going back. And also Tierney is going back. And you have, of course, the 3 defenders over there on the minimap that trying to hold up your opponent. So here you can see Barella is giving some pressure on the ball. My opponent is able to pass the ball. But yeah, also the step up, I think that is a step up, keeps your center backs really close to the attackers, and you can easily get over the ball, take over the ball. Alright, then again we are losing the ball. I was trying to set up an attack. There is Pavard. He is more on the right side. He's playing more like a right defender, and this is also what the step up does. He is checking out what attacker is near me and is available for a pass, and he's going there. If you are not having this the step up instruction, Pavard would be more like on this possession. On the minimap you can see it here, he would be more like there. But with the step up, he is looking for the attacker that is the most close and try to be as close with him. I decided to go back because you see this guy running. If I was going after the ball, there was really much space to give a pass there, and then it was really wide open. So you need to recognize these situations when you're playing this formation, else you will be really weak on the counter attack. He was able to give the pass. I was not covering that space good enough. We have Blanc, and as you can see, there are lots of players back already. Here we have, I think this is Kante, this would be Kamara, this is Kimpembe, Blanc, Pavard is already back. So lots of players are already back. I'm trying to hold him up with my Blanc. He doesn't know what to do exactly, so everybody is back already. You can see it here, Barella, Pavard, Kante, Kamara, Tierney, Kimpembe, and there is not really much going on in his attack. He just don't know what to do, and we are easy to get the ball. Then he is attacking again. We have lots and lots of defensive situations here. I'm trying to catch up with Tierney, with Kamara. He is passing the ball good, and as you can see, I was holding him up, and Kamara has an easy takeover on the ball. And let's see if we can set up a counter attack. And then you can see it over here. Zola is still there. If he was not on the stay forward, I guess he would be over here something, because 9 out of 10 times they are just going back a bit to the left side. These central attacking midfielders, I don't know why they are going exactly to the left side, but then he would be here, and then you only have these 2 men against 3 defenders. But now it's 3 on 3, and also Barella here has lots of space. You also can pass the ball to Kante. Tierney is going forward, so lots and lots of players are moving forward, so you have lots to choose here. So we have some space. I'm decided to go to the right side to Barella with an easy run, but we are not able to reach a player for myself, and now we are missing the chance. But this counter opportunity was really huge, and again Barella on the right side, Zola, Barella again. Zola is making a run forward, and this is an easy run and an easy goal as well. As you can see here, this is also pretty good for my attackers from the attacking AI. Chiesa is making a run there. Also Mbappe is making a run, which creates lots of space for Zola in this case. His defender is not doing anything. I don't think he has the step up instruction on, so he is just staying there, and Zola is easy to score this goal. Then we are defending again, and I'm trying to do that with Mbappe, but that's not a thing. And here you can see, I already said it before, if you are selecting a center back to put some pressure, normally if you are playing with 4 defenders and you select a center back and do things like this, there would be really open space over here. But because you are playing with 3 center backs and also Tierney, and also if you see on the minimap Barella with the comeback on the fence, then you still have 4 defenders over there, so you don't need to be panicking if you are selecting a center back to try to catch the ball. As you can see, they are pretty good lined up, my center backs, and it's just like you are playing with 4 defenders instead of 5. So for me, that gives a real secure feeling when you are selecting a center back and try to get the ball. So we have the ball now. There is a counter opportunity with Chiesa, who is really fast, diving into the space, try to shoot, and the shot was not the best that I could get. But yeah, you see the opportunities are there when you have the ball to counter attack really, really fast. Then I'm trying to get the ball. There it is, Kamara again, really easy takeover. And there is another counter opportunity, Zola, who just stay forward. If you don't put him on stay forward, he would be defending as well, and then you only have 2 guys over there. So stay forward for me feels really good for the counter attack opportunities. And then there it is. Yeah, you can see that I'm also getting goals against. I also want to show you that, of course, but I had lots of opportunities to get the ball. As you can see it here, I'm selecting Blanc, trying to hold him up. Then I'm selecting Pavard because he's passing there. Normally I would get the ball, but he is really quick turning. He's doing a really good job there. Then I'm able to catch up with Blanc again, but I failed again, and then I have a third opportunity to catch the ball with Kimpembe. So I had 3 opportunities to get the ball, but that was my own mistake. I was not concentrated enough maybe on this stage of the game, and I get a goal again. So that can happen, of course. So I just wanted to share you that also with you guys. Then Barella was really good possession. Kante, then you can see Zola is making the run here. Really good run, going into the box and finding Mbappe. Really easy goal. Then we have a not a really counter-attack build up, so you can also do it pretty slow. And as you can see here, we have Barella. If you are doing an L1 pass, he will make a run forward. We're doing that to Kante. We're doing this again. And then you have 4 players out of possession, even with 2 passes with this good run from Barella. And then there is Chiesa. I needed to score this one, but this goalkeeper was able to save it. But it was a really nice opportunity again, not even from a counter-attack situation, just from a standard situation. Then we need to defend again, and this is an example where you can see that the takeover from the players, if you are out of possession, is really, really good. And if you can see, I'm selecting Barella here. This is my right defender. You can see Pavard, you can see Blanc, you can see Kimpembe. Also on the mini-map, you can see Tierney. So everybody is back. And normally I would select Kante to cover this space, but Kante was a bit too far in front, so I thought, well, let's do this with Barella. And you see Kante, because he has the cover wing, is going to the right side to mark this attacker. If you had cover center, he would stay here, and this guy had lots and lots of space. So really good from Kante that he is going there because of the cover wing. Well, he is a bit luck there with the pass. I'm trying to defend again. I'm selecting Kamara, trying to figure out what he is going to do. And here you can see, this is Pavard. Because of the step up, he is pretty close to the defender. Else, if you don't have the step up, he would be here, and this guy was really open. And see, this is Barella. He is taking over the possession from Pavard. You can see Blanc is over here, Kante is over here, so they are all not in their possession from the formation that I was starting with. They are all taking over each other's possession, and that is a really good thing in my opinion. You can see Pavard is trying to catch the ball. Barella is going a bit to the right side because Blanc is going inside with the striker, so they are taking over possession again. I'm still selecting with Pavard, and then I switched to Kamara again. And he is turning around really quick, going back to Pavard, and then I was finally able to catch the ball. But this was a really good example that you could see that they are taking over each other's possession if you are out of possession with one of your players. Then there it is, a counter attack, and I didn't expect Mbappe to do this. I thought, well, lots of space, lots of time, he could do a pretty good chip shot, but sometimes the game is decided that he's doing other things, I don't know. Then we have here an opportunity with Kante. Then we have Tierney, and this was not a really good shot. And I know if you are having a more attacking player than Tierney, the shot would be better. But you can see that he is over there. And that's also pretty amazing in my opinion from this formation. He is defending, but he is also attacking. And yeah, maybe it's my own fault that I'm not scoring this, but he is there on a good possession, and that's what matters for me in this video. Then I'm going to show you some goals with Chiesa, pretty good one. Then counter attack from the goalkeeper, Zola diving into the space, running, and then we have some speed boost over here to go around the defender. Mbappe into the space, into the box, and scoring us a easy goal. Then another game I was playing, just showing you some goals that you can score with this team. Kamara making a run forward, and look at this, how amazing. We have Mbappe making a run here, Zola is going forward here, we have Chiesa here, Barella, Tierney, and also Kante would be available for a pass. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options in the attack with this. it's just really amazing. And Mbappe here, and an easy goal for Zola. Then we need to defend, doing that with Kimpembe. Kimpembe, pretty good defender. Still, his gold card is still amazing. I don't know why, but it is. Just an easy build up, looking for the players that are making runs, looking for the players that are available. And yeah, I was a bit unlucky that his goalkeeper was catching that one, but we are still on the ball. There it is, Zola. I expected to go through that defender, but we are not. And there it is. Look at this. With the pressure football. Wait, I was going back way too much. Wait for the moment that we are losing the ball. Look at this, look at this. We are losing the ball. Look at the minimap to the defenders. The defenders are just there, there. Look at the defenders, what they are doing when I lose the ball. Look at Kimpembe. He is going close to the attacker. Pavard is going close to the attacker. The only thing that is a bit of a problem, but I'm really glad that my opponent didn't saw it, was the guy here on his left. He was really, really open. So that is a thing. On the counter attack, you can be a bit weak, but because Kimpembe here has to step up, he's really close, he's really aggressive with the pressure football. We have the ball back really easy. Then we have Tierney passing it back to Kamara, Kante to the right side to Barella, Barella to Tierney again. That's not his best possession, but yeah, he was just there. And Mbappe was scoring us the goal. So these were the examples that I wanted to show you why I think this formation is so amazing. Please guys, let me know in the comments what you think of it. And if you tried it out yourself, let me know how it went for you. Alright, this is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.